Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and we're going to talk about an online travel agency card because when OTAs release credit cards, their biggest value proposition is going to be within the online travel agency that we're talking about. Now, recently as late 2024, we had the Expedia credit card, the one key card that is issued by Wells Fargo. We've had cards from Priceline in the past that have offered potentially significant value within Priceline. And we have a new entrant into the credit card space now with Booking.com. So it was rumored that Booking.com was putting out a credit card not too long ago. That card has officially released on a Sunday. I guess because a Sunday is the official start of the week to banks, but silly to do it on a Sunday, do it on a Monday, get a little bit more fanfare, whatever. But Booking.com has released a credit card. It is issued through First Electronic Bank. It does not look like it is partnered with Cardless or Imprint or any other card issuing body, so it looks like this is directly with First Electronic Bank. Let's go to the Doctor of Credit article just to get a highlight of what you get with the card. We'll look at the card website and Booking.com, and then do a little bit of a quick comparison to see how much of a deal this really is across the board. We're going to bring up Doctor of Credit. They were the first ones with this. So Booking.com launches credit card, $150 bonus, 6 times earning and more. So the Booking.com credit card is now launched. Card details are as follows. No annual fee, so that's cool. You get $150 in credits after spending $1,500 in the first 90 days. Immediate upgrade to Genius Level 3. We'll dive into that in just a few. And the card earnings are as follows. 6% back in travel credits on accommodation booked on Booking.com. 5% back in travel booked on Booking.com. 3% back on travel credits on dining, gas, and groceries. And 2% back in travel credits on all other purchases. Annual spend bonus of $100 in travel credits when you spend $15,000 during a card member year. That is the basics of what we get. This is the Booking.com Genius Rewards Visa Signature Credit Card. Earn more, travel more. And it highlights a couple of things here. So the 6% back on accommodations, that's nice. That is going to be on your hotels, etc. 5% back on travel book, that is going to be your flights. That is going to be cruises, attractions, whatever else Booking gives you. Okay, cool. And $1 in credits earned here is equal to $1 on Booking.com. So let's say the $150 tickets is going to be $150. The $150 credit is going to be a $150 voucher when booking through Booking.com. Yeah, I spent $1,500 to do it, so it is 10% back through Booking.com directly. It is just travel credits accumulated on Booking.com. So the earnings for what they are and what you're getting, not terrible, because you're getting 6% back on hotels. You're more likely to book hotels than anything else. So that makes a fair amount of sense. 5% back on other travel, pretty solid. And then 3% back on gas, groceries, and dining. Everyday spend, that's really nice. And then 2% back on everything else. Overall, if this was a cashback card, this would be phenomenal. If this was a points card in a transfer currency, this would be phenomenal. Now, I'm not going to discuss exact cents per point on Booking.com because, well, let me just say it's a proprietary system. So you're not going to get amazing value, right? Again, if this was a Citi issued card, if this was a Wells Fargo issued card, if this was a Chase card, we'd all be drooling over the transfer point capabilities because your penny per point could become significantly more. As Doctor of Credit says, card isn't awful, but don't see much use for it for people in our hobby, but maybe I've missed something. We'll see. Booking.com, most folks don't book through online travel agencies. If you are booking through an online travel agency, I think the first choice is going to be airline portals, especially American Airlines, because they will give you the loyalty points that you need. Delta will also give you MQDs at select times of the year for bookings made in their portal with hotels and rental cars. United, I don't remember if United does PQPs going through their travel portal. Paisley will also get you spend toward Mosaic, and they'll have Mosaic tile bonuses as well with JetBlue. United's going to be redoing their portal by way of Paisley, so maybe your PQP capability will be enhanced a little bit after that. We'll see. Again, Blue Sky is brand new. Airlines are going to be the first bit, and then you'll go after the Chase travel portal, the American Express travel portal. You'll go through Capital One. We'll see what the U.S. Bank Travel Reward Center looks like because it's powered by Booking.com, but not hopeful. But going over to the Booking.com website, let's switch over to them real quick just to get a sense of what there is over there. Booking.com Genius Loyalty Program. So we're going to look at the Genius Loyalty Program. Easy to get. Just create a free Booking.com account. Easy to keep after unlocking each Genius level. The rewards are yours to enjoy for life. Okay. Weird. Easy to grow. The more you book, the more you get. Every booking counts toward your progress. Sign up. It's free. Get rewarded for your travels. So if you're at level 1, you're going to get 10% discounts on stays applied to the prices before taxes and fees. 10% discounts on rental cars applies to the cost of your car only. But as we go up, level 2 is 10 to 15% discount. Level 3 is 10 to 20% discounts. You'll get flight price alerts, free room upgrades at level 2, priority support for stays at level 3, free breakfast starting at level 2. So discover your new levels of travel rewards. The Booking.com credit card gives you Genius Level 3 just holding the card. So you don't have to do 15 bookings in 2 years. You just get the card, you get Genius Level 3. And if their wording here is what it is, could be an okay deal. I don't think it's going to be an amazing deal, but could be an okay deal. I have to assume that as soon as you shut down the credit card, you will lose Genius Level 3. But level 3 gets you 10 to 20% discount on stays, 10 to 15% discount on select rental cars, and this is all on select stays and rental cars. Flight price alerts, free breakfast on select stays, free room upgrades on select stays, priority support on select stays. So on all stays, sorry. The select stays, you have to be looking for a blue bar that says Genius Rate or Genius Rewards or something to that effect. I'm not going to sign into Booking, but let's say we do stays. Right. Where do you want to go? Where are you looking to go? Let's say I'm looking to go to Washington, D.C. I want to go from September 24th to September 27th. I'm looking for 2 adults. Let's search. Right. Okay. So the Citizen Hotel could be interesting. $479 a night. Early booker deal, but it doesn't give you any sort of Genius discount. Property is part of our preferred partner program, committed to providing excellent service, good value. So you'd probably be featured as potentially a Genius level booking. Save money, but unlock member only discounts in Washington, D.C. You have to sign in. I'm not signing in. I'm not registering. I'm not part of Booking.com. But if you are part of Booking.com, you can check in to see what the Genius bookings will be. Again, you're going to unlock about 20% discount. So let's say this $1,000 a night Marriott was, or $1,100 a night Marriott was a 20% discount. That is a quick, $205 maybe off of this. So $1,093 a night is $800 and change a night. Not too bad. So that can definitely play into things, and you'll get the free breakfast and you'll get whatever else. You're still paying $800 a night. You'll get the 6 times points on that. No big deal. I don't know anyone who prioritizes Booking.com. I don't know anyone who's going to prioritize Booking.com, but they are at least rewarding you for prioritizing Booking.com. So you're going to get 6% cash back or 6% travel credits back on top of a 20% discount, on top of a free breakfast, on top of priority support and the occasional room upgrade where available. Whoop-de-doo. So one last thing I wanted to look at. We're going to pull up top cashback. Now, booking through Booking.com with the Booking.com credit card is going to get you 6% on hotels. Just pulling cashback monitor. If you go to top cashback, you're going to get 6% back on all bookings on top of whatever other rewards you're doing. So if you're booking through Booking.com with the Wells Fargo autograph, because you're going to keep OTAs on that through the end of it for now, you're going to get the 3 times Wells Fargo rewards. You're going to get 6% cash back through top cash back. You're going to get whatever else. And if you're a Genius level member, then you're going to get 10 to 15% back potentially on that hotel. Retail Me Not 4%, but it looks like there's a $50 cap. Be Frugal is 2.4%, although apparently there's a 9% possibility. Rakuten is up to 5%, so you could get 5 times membership reward points or 5% back, and whatever other rewards you'll get through booking through the online travel agency. USAA Member Shop is 3.5% back. Rove Miles, 3.9 miles per dollar. United Mileage Plus, 3 times miles per dollar, although apparently it's usually 2 miles per dollar. American Advantage right now is 2.5 miles per dollar and 2.5 loyalty points per dollar. United Mileage Plus, no UA credit card. Oh, so this is with a credit card, you'll get 3 miles per dollar. With no credit card, you're going to get 2 miles per dollar. Virgin Atlantic Shops Away, 2 points per dollar. Flying Blue is 1.7 miles per dollar. If you're into You Promise, you'll get 2%, Swag Bucks 2%, My Points 1.4%, Kudos up to 4%. So there you go. And yes, I'm using an ad blocker because I don't like being advertised to. So is it a significant savings to use the Booking.com card through Booking.com? 6% is nothing to sneeze at, especially with the Genius Level 3 capabilities. Do I think this is an amazing card? No. There's no mention of any other protections on the card, no other Visa signature protections or Visa signature features. But the whole purpose of this card is getting additional travel credits through Booking.com. It's not anything you can transfer out of. If you fall out of favor with Booking.com, you have terrible experiences and you don't want to deal with Booking.com anymore, you'll be locked into Booking.com with this card. If you wanted to use Rakuten and then go back into your Booking account, sure, you're going to get the extra 5% from Rakuten and your Booking.com and everything on your Booking.com stuff. Do you really want to do that? That's up to you. But that is some extra savings that you can squeak out of that card. But you can use any card through Rakuten and get the extra savings or the extra cash back. Miles, you can get the extra Rove miles. Top cash back, you can get the extra cash back. So that is regardless of whatever credit card you happen to have. Is this the best card? No. Is this an interesting card if all you've ever used is Booking.com? Sure. Are you someone who, if all you've ever used is Booking.com, is going to be watching this channel right now? Welcome. This is a card where if it wasn't Booking.com and it was one of the big banks or one of the big transfer currencies issuing this card with those reward capabilities of 3 times gas, grocery, and dining, and 2% on everything else, and some portal specific capabilities, we would drool over this card. If this was the Chase Freedom Unlimited, we'd be all over it. If this was a new Wells Fargo card, we'd be all over it. If this was a different city card, like this is a combination of Strata Premier and the Double Cash, like you put those two cards together, that would be amazing. This is not that, right? I'm not even taking into account whatever Genius rewards can get you in terms of cent per point. Now they're saying 10 to 20% on select hotels. You got to look for the Genius hotel first, then you got to do the math. It would be far more interesting if this was 6% on all accommodation. Your Genius Level 3 was 10% off on all accommodations, but it isn't. So we'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. If you like what I do, hit the like and subscribe button down below. Check out the Stack Your Points podcast that I record on Mondays and post the show here on YouTube on Wednesdays and Fridays. We do a live on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Check out Bridge Banter that I do with RJ on the side. We talk about Star Trek Lower Decks. Check out the membership if you want to support me further here on YouTube, and check out the pinned comment for ways to support me outside of YouTube. Buy me a Ko-fi, referral links in the link tree. I have my Rove Miles referral down there as well. Every little bit will be of big support to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.